Hello shining stars, how are you all? I hope that you all are fit and healthy, and I hope you have completed the previous chapter. So now let's move into the chapter number 13, and the chapter name is Be Competitive. So student, in this chapter we will know about the competition and also how one should be full of competitive nature, and also one should always be healthy in the competition one. Like one should always have the positive mind in the competition, not the negative one, negative like the folly and the jealousy. Okay, folly means the foolishness, doing foolish type of things, foolish type of tricks and all. Okay, and jealousy is also bad. Okay, if you are feeling jealous of someone else creative part, then it is not at all good. That means you are not at all doing your part. Okay, you are not at all giving your best. Okay, so one should always give their best when they are in the competition or when they are doing their things. Okay, so one should always try their best. Okay, no matter what, no matter if you won or if you lost. Like if you lost it, then you just take it like a sportsman spirit. Okay, so basically if you lost, then you just have to learn from your mistake. Okay, you should not be like jealous and folly. Okay, and if you won the game, at that time also you should be like, grounded one, grounded person. Okay, down to earth person. You should thank everyone and also feel grateful. Okay, for the support, for the love and support you got. Okay, so one should not always be like, overconfidence and all. Okay, one should be confident but not overconfidence and underconfidence. Okay, now student, let's start the story. But before starting the story, as you can see over here, warm activity is given to you. Folly and jealousy destroy a man's creativeness. Let's see how. So here also it is telling you that folly and jealousy. Folly means the foolishness. Okay, the things which a person do in the foolish behavior. Okay, and also jealousy, these are the negative things which affect your creativity. Okay, so one should not be like, folly and jealous. Okay, because it can destroy a person's creativity. Okay, if you are a creative person, then these negative things will destroy your creativity. Okay, so one should always be, submerged in their creativeness, and one should not think about like what other is doing. Oh, that person is better than me, how can I win this type of competition? You should not think like that. You should just give your best no matter what. Okay, and leave the rest to the god. Now student, let's read the story. Once upon a time, there lived a kind king. His subjects loved him very much. In his kingdom lived two sculptors. They were called Chandra and Lakshman. The king liked their work very much and was very fond of them. Okay, so here it is telling you that once upon a time there lived a kind king. The king was very kind in nature. Okay, so he just loved his subjects very much, and also he listened to them. Okay, whatever they are saying, the advice they are giving. And in his kingdom there lived the two sculptors. In the king's kingdom there lived the two sculptors. Okay, now now student, the question will arise in your mind like, who are sculptors? So basically sculptors are the person who make the things out of the stone. Okay, who just carved out the things. Okay, who just carved out the things. Like here you can see the meaning of this sculpture. It means a person who make figures or objects, sculptures, from stone, wood, etc. Okay, they make the figure and object from the stone, wood, ice also. Okay, so these type of things they made. Now the sculptors' name were Chandra and Lakshman. Two sculptures were there in his kingdom. Okay, one is Chandra and one is Lakshman. The king liked their work very much. He just loved their work, the way they do the things and all, the way they make the sculptures and all, and the creativity they show. Okay, so one day the king decided to hold a competition to find out who was the greater artist. Okay, so one day king decided, why not to keep a competition to see like who is the best sculptor. Okay, out of these two. Okay, so Chandra was very mean. Chandra nature was very like, negative type of thing. Okay, so Chandra is very mean type of person. Okay, I have to defeat Lakshman somehow, he thought. Now Chandra thought that I have to defeat Lakshman no matter what. Okay, and somehow like I have to take some kind of thing, some kind of trick I have to play so that I will win this competition, and Lakshman just lose over there. Okay, Lakshman just lost that competition. So just before the day of the competition, he went to Lakshman and said, please lend me your tools, I can't find my tools at home. Okay, so just before, like one day before the competition, he went to the Lakshman's house and said that please give me your tools, because I can't be able to find my tools, I don't know where I have kept them. Okay, so can you please lend me your tools? Okay, so Lakshman was a kind man, he gave all his tools, he gladly gave his tools to Chandra. Chandra used the tools so roughly that they soon became blunt. Okay, so as you know, Lakshman is very kind person, so he gave all his tools to Chandra. Okay, he didn't thought about himself like, oh, what will I do then? Okay, he just gave his tools to whom? To Chandra. Okay, then Chandra, as you know, Chandra is very mean type of person. Okay, so he happily took the tools and also used the tools so roughly that they soon became what? They soon became blunt. Now, what is the meaning of blunt? Blunt means without a sharp edge or point. Okay, blunt means without a sharp edge or point, like it is not at all having the sharp edge. The tools which Chandra borrowed from Lakshman, okay, Lakshman's tool, they were starting like from the starting one, they are like very sharp and they are very neat and tidy one. Okay, but when Chandra used it very roughly, like he deliberately used it roughly so that Lakshman can't be able to use them and Lakshman can't be able to win the game. Okay, win the competition. Okay, so what he did, he roughly used them so that it become blunt. Instead of sharp, it became blunt. Okay, because of overuse of that tools. Now the next day, Chandra and Lakshman reached the king's court. Okay, Chandra quickly returned the tools to Lakshman. Now Chandra quickly returned the tools to Lakshman, and Lakshman was shocked to see the tools, and he was like, shocked to see his tools, like, oh, what is the condition of my tools? This is not my tools. Okay, I think I should withdraw from the competition, thought Lakshman. So Lakshman is thinking like, my tools condition are very bad, so I think I should withdraw from this competition. I can't be able to win this competition then. Okay, but it was too late. They can't back off. Okay, so you have to make a bust of the king, announce the herald. Okay, now what is the meaning of herald, student? So herald means to be a sign that something is going to happen soon. Okay, like a person who know that something bad is going to happen. Okay, so that is herald. Okay, or some kind of good thing is going to happen. Okay, that is herald. Okay, so basically herald announced that you have to make a bust of the king. Now what is bust? Bust means the upper part, the upper portion of the body, human body, that is bust. Okay, so they both have to make the bust of the king. Okay, students, now but you two will have to exchange your tools. But there is also a trick in this competition. Okay, the herald said that you two have to exchange your tools. Okay, that means Lakshman tools, who were like totally blunt because of Chandra, it went to Chandra. Okay, and Chandra's tool, which is like fit and very good in use, okay, so it went to the Lakshman. Okay, a sculptor can work best with his own tools. A great sculptor is one who can work with someone else's tool. Okay, now Herald also explained that a sculptor can work well by using his tool. Okay, like for example, you are having your favorite pencil, you can work well with your favorite pencil. Okay, but if you exchange your pencil with your friend, okay, so now what will happen? You are not used to of that like somebody else pencil. Okay, so you feel very like very much like not bonding, like there is no bonding between you and that kind of pencil, okay, which is taken from your friend, or like you just swapped it from your friend. Okay, so that type of thing, they said that a sculptor can use their tools best. Okay, so this they put the trick over there. Okay, they said that you should swap it. Okay, that means Chandra will use the tools of Lakshman and Lakshman will use the tools of Chandra. Okay, now A great sculptor is one who can work with someone else's tool. So he also defined that a great sculptor is one who can work with someone else's tool. Okay, a great sculptor is the person who can work with someone else's tool. Okay, students. Now Chandra was shocked to hear this. Lakshman quickly took Chandra's tool and gave him his tools. Now Chandra was totally shocked because he took the Lakshman's tool and also make it like, roughly he used them, okay, deliberately, and also make it blunt. Okay, now he is like surprised. Oh my god, I have to use Lakshman's tool, which I have like, overused it, and now it is blunt. So, and Chandra's tool belongs to whom? Chandra's tool went to the Lakshman. Okay, now Lakshman is happy that I am having new type of tools, and these are not blunt one, these are sharp one only. Okay, so Lakshman quickly took Chandra's tool and gave him his tool. Using Chandra's tool, Lakshman carved his sculpture easily. Okay, so when Lakshman is using Chandra's tool, he just carved the sculpture very easily. Okay, because Chandra's tool were very sharp. Okay, but Lakshman tools which were like overused by Chandra, okay, it is very blunt, so Chandra can't be able to make anything. Okay, but Chandra could not work with Lakshman's tool. Oh, what a fool I have been. I have been punished for being mean, thought Chandra. Lakshman won the competition. Okay, now Chandra realized his mistake, that what a fool am I. Okay, I should not do like this type of thing. I should not have done this type of thing to Lakshman. Okay, because it came back towards me. Okay, as you know, student, there is also like circle type of thing, the karma. Okay, so Chandra did bad to Lakshman. Okay, but that thing reverse back to the Chandra only. Okay, so as you know, Chandra took the Lakshman's tool and also make it blunt by overusing it, and that same tools went back to Chandra only, and now Chandra have to face the consequences, okay, which he had done. Okay, as you sow and so as you reap, that type of thing happened with Chandra. Okay, so basically Chandra now realized his mistakes, and he is also saying that I should be punished for these type of mistakes and all. Okay, for these type of negative things, and Lakshman finally won the competition. Okay, the true sculpture. So here you can see the king rewarded him well. Chandra lost because of his folly and jealousy. Okay, so here you can see Lakshman and Chandra. So Lakshman is rewarded by the king. Okay, here you can see how happy Lakshman is and how happy king is, the kind king. And also you can see Chandra, who is very sad. Okay, now he realized his mistake, and you can also see how Chandra is putting his head down. Okay, because he is very sad. Okay, he lost the game, he lost the competition. Okay, students. So Chandra lost because of what? Chandra lost because of folly and jealousy. Folly means foolishness. Okay, folly also means lack of sense. Okay, a person who is not at all having any kind of sense. And also the jealousy thing, the negative thing which affect Chandra and did all the things which affect Chandra itself. Okay, student. So this beautiful story is written by whom? This is written by Raji Singharia. Okay, so student, from this story what you have learned? We have learned that one should always be a good sportsman. Okay, that means one should always be positive when they are in the competition. One should always focus in their own skills and all, and they should not be like jealousy and folly type of person. Okay, because jealousy and folly, they just make you to lose the game. Okay, so one should always be like focus in their creativity and all, and one should give their best in the any kind of game or any kind of competition. Okay, student. So now student, what you have to do, you have to read this story again, and also you have to complete the exercises. Now student, I will meet you in another class. Till then student, take care. Bye bye.